How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Cities by Jake. I am your resident architect, and today we are going back into our new build, Cape Coral. Today we're going to be focusing on building out our industrial zoning in our kind of like industrial campus where we have our water and power stations right now. We're going to build that out and kind of have a good industrial zone area. We'll probably put some smaller community homes over through here as well, so that the Sims don't have to travel from the city center, which is what we'll call this area. So we'll probably do that today. But before we get started, if you like this series so far, give this video a like. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring that bell icon to be notified when a new episode comes out. Lastly, in the last episode, I asked you, what should this name be? Should we keep it Cape Coral or change it to something new? And I got a few interesting comments where some suggested Long Beach because this doesn't really seem like a cape. Another comment was Coastal Springs, but I think I want to kind of keep it the Corral or Coral, whatever you want to call it. So I'm thinking of Coral Beach. Let me know if you have any other ideas. All right, welcome to Coral Beach, I guess. So like I said in the intro, we're going to be focusing on this area today by building out some industrial zoning. And I need to, before we even get started, I want to make sure we are careful. So I did say that I was going to probably put some residential back here, which we are still going to do. We'll have like a low density community in through here. And then up and through here is we'll do all of our industrial. And then we'll probably have some more industrial back through here and do our like industrial port over through here as well. And probably in the future we can do like airports and stuff like that. But that's probably what we're going to do. This area is just going to be industrial warehouse and stuff like that. And then back behind it is where we'll start to get into the residential neighborhoods as well. So off camera I did kind of level out this main road, I guess, and what I'm going to do now is actually upgrade it to an actual kind of main road, what we're doing similar to the city center, these roads right here. I'm going to make sure we kind of have that going through here, and eventually we're going to have another road through here. And this main road right here will connect up to wherever we get eventually. Not in this episode, but in future episodes. Go to our normal road and we'll switch it out. I think I want to, grab it through here. I'll turn Anarchy off. We're not messing with anything. Okay, so that is our new like main road, I guess you would call it. And we might have to kind of move these. I think I'll probably redo this, but this will still be like our power for right now. But I do eventually want to get actual power so that we're not borrowing from the neighboring cities. We'll get some sort of power in through here. Maybe we'll be a little bit more realistic and start with the coal power plant up and through here rather than going to like the solar power plant or nuclear power plant, because that would be expensive. But again, this map is not very flat, which is fine, but we'll need to make sure we figure that out, especially when we have our rail network. I think eventually the rail network will go through here. We'll have a rail yard up in here, so we'll have to flatten that out and have it connect back in through here. But I'm not sure if we'll get to that today. I want to really just get the industrial areas. Again, we will upgrade. I think I'm just gonna upgrade. No, we'll keep it. We'll keep this a highway. But we're gonna upgrade this as well. So this will be our medium road. We'll center it this time. I'll upgrade that. We'll just upgrade to the bridge. Call that a day. Maybe eventually we will bring this back to being a highway, but for now we'll just keep it like that. I think this will benefit coming back to a bigger highway, kind of similar to this in the future. But for now, it's just going to be our main roads. So I want to start doing our terraforming. We're going to have to stack this area out. Just to kind of make it so I want to have this be like one level over through here, and then we'll have this be like one level up through here. And what I think I might do is have our residential neighborhood be another level on top of this. So like kind of probably do here, fill this area in so that this is where our residential is, and we can kind of keep this hill maybe to bring some flair into the area. But I already kind of started to bring this area out. If we were to like flatten this area, this could be sort of actually I don't really want to put a lot of industrial back here because this is where we're getting our water. So this can be, you know, maybe some offices in the future. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to focus on this side first. I want to make this relatively flat. Okay, so we are going to leave that road like this, and then this will be able to kind of bring in and make, you know, kind of our own. I'm hoping that we can go under with a smaller road. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do that. Let's try it first. So we're able to kind of go turn Anarchy off just to see. I don't think we'll be able to fit. Maybe we will. Okay. Let's kind of hug this area, and then we'll create a we'll go along the coast here. We'll end it right there. And then I think what I'll probably do is do a key wall up and through here and get rid of this shoreline. Probably what we'll end up doing eventually. We'll have that, and then what I want to do is see if we can just send it straight across. Kind of line up right there. Maybe I can redo some of this a little bit and kind of rework this area. So kind of have it come right here instead. Like that. Maybe kind of have like that cross here. I have to rework this edge a little bit better. And can't do that because to raise it a little bit. But I'm gonna stop right there just so we can kind of fix it, and then probably fix this as well so that it hits wherever this lands, which will probably be right here, but we'll have to raise this up a little bit more. Then let's delete that. Then what I want to do now, actually, see if we can come or replace this with a small road again. Kind of do something like that. Then we have this small campus area where we can kind of do all of our power grids. So we can have like clean this up. Yeah, it's just funky how it kind of swerves in that way. I think I'd rather just straight into this out, fix this, and then just kind of come in, maybe that, get our flat straight road to there. Then we can place this road. Turn Anarchy on. come into the center right there. Then we can kind of reorganize this a little bit better. We do have, technically, shouldn't be building here, and I think I'm honestly gonna hug it with the rail anyways, so that we don't, maybe just tuck it like right next to the rail, right through here, just so that we can kind of build on here. It doesn't make sense for it to be this far away. Okay, so I went ahead and kind of fixed up those lines. I made them hug the railroad tracks a lot better. We can actually realistically build where we would, we would have to kind of build around those easements in real life. So let's just kind of move them and make our own easements. They're kind of hugging here, so in the real world you wouldn't be able to build on top of water lines and power lines that are underground. So we have that. I want to figure out this, actually we'll leave it here. I want to get this all figured out and continued. I want to kind of like build out some zoning through here. We'll have like a campus up and through here, and we're gonna kind of like do some grids for this area. We're gonna use our alleyway road through here, and we'll have our first road kind of come through here. And again, I want this to be sort of grid-like. I make sure that we kind of get as much zoning as we can. I'm gonna go here. Go sort of up right there. Continue on here. You on right there, and obviously we'll stretch this out some more, but we're gonna kind of bring this in, close that up. And then I want to maybe now we'll have our main road kind of come up through here. Yeah, so let's leave that for now. And maybe instead of connecting right here, have an alley right there. And then this demoed out, have kind of like more you can probably do like a commercial area right here. Then we can bring this over. That to right there. Do the same thing on this side, but then we'll actually connect to these roads. Then we'll do, okay, those are just free shadows. Those are contour lines. Let's do this. And I think do that. Again, I'm probably gonna have to redo this row here. Want do that. And right here can be our first patch of industrial. But I'm going to fix this first and kind of fix this road right here before we even think about zoning. All right, so I went ahead and cleaned this up a little bit. Still not best, but I think we're just going to keep it there for now. Kind of like, you know, when things aren't perfect, because it kind of makes this, brings like uniqueness to a city or town. Like it easily, like this straightaway right here would look a lot better if I brought it, you know, kind of over through here, just like looking at it aesthetic wise. But I think, you know, leaving it like this for now brings character to the actual city. And I think I'm probably going to delete this because this just doesn't make sense. Maybe I can kind of bring it around through here to connect there, but yeah, looking at it now, I'm just going to delete that. Yeah, so you can probably like argue, oh, you know, why kind of unique. Same thing kind of goes over here, just kind of dies out right through here, but I like it. So we're gonna go ahead and zone, and I'm gonna kind of avoid zoning along this road, just kind of similar to what we have up through here. This will eventually probably go back to a highway, but we're not gonna want to zone up through here. We're just gonna want to zone on here and over through here. This will probably eventually be an interchange. Yeah, prime candidate for that. We're gonna go ahead and zone and be right back. All right, so we got this zone out. I'm gonna focus on this area first to try and fill it in. I think honestly, this is probably what I'm gonna fill in the most with building wise. We're gonna get in a lot of detail in through here to kind of fill in with some crates, some shipping containers, you know, a lot of concrete in here, and then we'll continue that when we get more demand for industrial, it'll kind of flow into here, and then we will obviously continue to expand out and probably create our port through here. But we are getting a worker shortage, and I knew that was going to happen because the Sims don't want to travel over through here. I want this to be separate here, so we're probably gonna have to develop a neighborhood through here to have a high school and elementary school over here as well, so that they don't have to go through here. Did end up while we were waiting for that to zone, I did end up creating districts. I like anchor end for this industrial, but when we come back to a future episode, we'll go through all of those, maybe change them in the comments to these names. Reminds me, we need to change. Actually, no, I said let me know what you want. So we are gonna go ahead and do a little neighborhood right through here, and then I think we'll move on to detailing out this area over through here. I want to create a 2-lane road. I'm gonna have to redo this. level it through here, here, and then come into there. We're going to pull this out. Get right there, and I think this is what we start to kind of begin in the terrain a little bit so that we can kind of pull unique homes in through here. But I'm going to create a road right through here. I think I honestly just continue straight on. Need to figure something out that actually goes up. Sorry, our hill that we strategically kept. To delete that, our road back, our contour. Maybe we can with the rain is a 5 drop. Not bad. We're going to connect that road. And let's create neighborhood. That going with terrain. Looks good. Don't really like it. I think it should kind of loop back this way. Kind of get loop way, then kind of straight line. Kind of do like maybe like a park in through here of all of your homes up through here. And I think I want to push this back a little bit more. We're going to need to create school campus here. We're going to do a combined elementary and high school here to kind of create like a neighborhood, but also a small town. Let's grab this quite large. Grab the high school first. Actually do just a neighborhood because we have plenty of capacity for it. So maybe if we grab here, select all of these for see what happens if we should work. Then do create a small little neighborhood through here. Maybe, let's see. Slope this down 6.5. Not the greatest. Don't want to have like kind of like a big cul-de-sac, so I want to have multiple entry points here, and I feel like one kind of up and through here would be good. Kind of one right here, and it'll lead up here. Let's grab our slope tool, bring this down to 250. I'll slope this up. Hopefully, or we can go right there and just fix this up a bit. Now that I have this road, kind of want to fix this up a little bit better. That it kind of like loops in and then this loops out. Let's actually enter here. Then you can kind of come in through here and like a little square enter right here. That looks a lot cleaner and a lot better. And then you can kind of create a randomness. Grid in between here. That's straight. No. Okay, so I went ahead and kind of cleaned this up a little bit. And kind of instead of having it loop at here, we have kind of like another cul-de-sac through here and a cul-de-sac here. And then I think we'll do another one kind of right here, so that you kind of have your own little neighborhood. But then what I want to do is start kind of creating like a little grid here. Not gonna have it connect here, but we'll do something like that. Something like that. Maybe connect them. That. Last order of business is to ends here. Should be good. Then all that's left to do is to kind of fill this in with some zoning homes. Since we need a lot of it, then we can do that. And then I think I'm gonna probably put some pocket commercial down and through here as well. So I'm gonna do that and be right back. Okay, so we went ahead and zoned out a nice little neighborhood in through here. I think I'm gonna exaggerate some of these hills up in through here. Just add a little bit more, flavor, and then maybe kind of here. This is fine. It might be a little too flat. It doesn't really make sense, but I think okay for now. The only thing that it's missing, obviously, trees. I'm gonna go ahead and probably detail this out, and then eventually we'll detail these, kind of center pieces once we kind of finish out this whole area. I want to detail this area out once we kind of finish it up, and I think eventually we'll create another neighborhood and through here, kind of around the waste treatment plant. Then again, the next episode or down the road, we'll create our, rail yard in through here. That's what we. But yeah, so I think for now, what we're gonna do is we are just going to plant some trees. Kind of fill in area. A little better. bushes. Go in here. Add right there. There. There, and then let's kind of like a tropical map. We're adding tropical trees. Okay. Just by adding trees, it makes everything look a lot more natural and a lot cleaner. Yeah, so I think, you know, kind of cool little neighborhood. And again, King's Corner, I'm not really sold on it, but it could be sold if someone in the comments kind of creates a backstory behind this, why this would be called King's Corner. I think I kind of want to relate it to the anchor end. Tie these two together. Can kind of tie this whole area to add all the districts together. Clean this up. Okay, so with that being said over here, I'm gonna go ahead and detail this out with a bunch of surfaces and decals.
Start it up.
All right, so I went ahead and detailed that out very much. Put a lot of detail in this area, and I am actually really excited to see what it looks like when, you know, we detail this whole area out. Like if I put all this detail into all of this area, I think this is gonna look really cool and really. All of these trucks here, you know, kind of parked here, and all this like dirt. Containers don't make sense right now because we don't have, you know, rail yard. Once we get a rail yard going in through here, I think it'll have the containers spread out. But yeah, I add a bunch of tracks, a bunch of wood. I tried to zone in an office right here, but it wasn't working. Even though at one point we had full demand for office, just wasn't zoning here. So what I did was I made like a little construction site as there would be an office here in here. Yeah, and probably I just realized this, you can't delete trucks after this, so this will stay a construction site for as long as this build lasts. So yeah, but you know, I think that's kind of like unique. You know, city is never finished, so it's obviously going to be routes of construction throughout the city. Maybe that's one thing to keep in mind where we kind of make these types of construction sites throughout the build. Yeah, so that's probably where I'm going to stop today. Detailing this out took probably almost 2 hours. This section here. Don't want to here in it. But this episode was to kind of fill in our industrial, and we don't have that much demand for it. We kind of have a lot of commercial, and obviously residential. I think we're always going to have residential. It's going to want us to build, but we want to kind of, you know, go slow with this build. But enough of my ranting. That is going to do it for today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope you guys are enjoying this build. Let me know in the comments. And again, at the beginning episode, I said, what do you want me to name this? Do you want me to keep it Cape Coral for now? Go to Coastal Springs, or something that I really like the name of is Coral Beach, and I think I might change it to that one, but let me know how you feel about Coral Beach in the comments. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell icon to be notified when a new Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, make sure you give this video a like, and if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring that bell icon to be notified when a new episode comes out. Thank you so much. Goodbye.